Hey guys, Kate Kennedy here, and I thought I would mix it up a little bit this week and do a real-time video while I'm talking to you as I'm working on the card instead of doing a voiceover. And also, I've kind of jam-packed several different things into this video just because they all played out that way, and I thought that you might be interested in seeing all these different things that I do in my process of making cards and projects. So the first thing the main focus of this video is going to be quick and easy kind of assembly line card making. So if you have a bunch of birthdays coming up, or a bunch of graduations, or weddings, or a holiday, anything like that, this is a way that you can make several different cards that look different and have different colors but follow the same process, and you can create a set of cards as a gift, or like I said, you can make them all uniform. It's just a really easy way to knock out a bunch of cards and still have fun doing it, and use some fun technique and have them be a little more detailed than just stamping an image or something like that. So the first thing that we're going to do is start with just a white card base. So I've taken a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it into 4 pieces. So you cut it at 5.5, flip it, and cut it at 4 1/4. And I've pulled out a various array of stencils that I feel like make good background. So I have some hearts, some dots, kind of a doily pattern, cross, just all different. It doesn't really matter. You can cut them on your Cameo, you can, buy them. It's just whatever works for you. So I'm gonna take a stencil, and I'm just gonna lay it on top, and some of them you have to be careful to line them up straight, and some of them that you don't. This is one that you want to get straight, so I'm just gonna try to get it pretty straight on here, which is pretty easy to do because you just line it up with the top of your paper. And then I'm gonna take, this is some Post-it tape, and the one thing you want to make sure is that these are stuck down pretty well, so that it doesn't move around, and you don't get your image all goofy. I got a little bit crooked when I put the tape down. Okay. I'm just gonna stick that down on 2 sides, and then I'm gonna pick some Distress ink colors. And I wanted to show you really quickly how I keep my blending foams, because I don't have a thing like this for each color. I just have I have 4 of these, so I have 2 packs, and then I just buy the refills and store them like this. But what's great about this way of doing it is that I can see color combinations so easily right here. So I can see that these 3 pinks go awesome together. I can see that these oranges and yellows go great together. I can see that these blues work well. So I really like storing things this way. It happens to work easily for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these top 3 pink colors, which are Spun Sugar, Worn Lipstick, and Picked Raspberry. Oops. They're my favorite pink Distress ink combination. Well, they're probably the only pink Distress inks, right? But, so here I have the ink pads also, the Spun Sugar, the Worn Lipstick, and the Picked Raspberry. And the way that I like to do this is work from the lightest color to the darkest, because you're gonna blend them, and that way I don't end up with a dark color on my light foam, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna start with the Spun Sugar, and I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. And these little round applicators are awesome. You could also use like a makeup sponge or any kind of spongy type material that you have around the house. This stencil, this small stencil, makes it really easy to do this, because you could literally just like tap the color on like this, or you could blend it the way I'm doing, but you don't really have to worry about coming from the outside and going in, because the image isn't big enough to leave a mark from the foam blender. And please excuse my stuffiness, I'm a little sick. So now I'm moving to the Worn Lipstick, and I'm just gonna kind of overlap some of the lighter color and then work this up. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera also. It's all on the same desk here. I'll try not to do that. So I worked the Worn Lipstick, and then at the very top, I'm going to add the picked raspberry. So what I like to do is either, well, I have this stencil out, I would then clean it up and then move to another color combination, but because I don't have an applicator for every ink pad, I just work with the pink. So I would pick up the stencil and do a different one. And I would do like 3 or 4 different stencil backgrounds with the same color combination. And that way I have that versatility, you know, to use for card making. So then when you pull this up, it's like Christmas. It's like, ah, isn't that pretty? I love this color combination of inks. As you can see, it's like a nice gradient effect, which makes an awesome background for a card. Okay, so now that we have a bunch of backgrounds, and I'll show you some of those in just a second that I've already pre-done, the next thing that I do is I stamp or emboss a bunch of images. So I have just stamped out several images in black Memento Luxe ink. And then I've also gold embossed some images. So that way they're ready to go. I can just cut them out and add them to a card. So that's a really easy way to do some kind of like assembly line card making. The next phase of what I wanted to share with you guys was something that I have seen some of the other designers over at the Sweet Stamp Shop do, and I just thought it was such a great idea. And that is to use project life cards in your card making, which also makes it super easy. So I have some different backgrounds that I created here using the stencils that I showed you and the distress inks. So these are a yellow and 2 different oranges. So I have the heart pattern also and this pattern all ready to go. And then I just went through my project life cards and pulled some that coordinated, because if you see, they fit perfectly right on top there. So I have those all ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this background that I created here, and I'm gonna take this project life card, and I'm gonna find some adhesive. There we go. And I'm just gonna stick this right into the center. Then I have punched a little half circle out of another project life card. I'm just gonna add that onto here. Make sure to get that pretty straight. And then I have taken our stamp set, the Stinky Skunk stamp set, which is so adorable. This was a previous release. I've just stamped him in some plain, you know, just on white paper with some of that Memento ink, which is pigment ink, so it takes a minute to dry. So you want to make sure you get it nice and dry. And then I have his little poof, and I'm not sure if I want to add that or not. We'll see. But the sentiment that what I'm gonna stamp on here is Happy Stinkin' Birthday, which I think is just so adorable. So there's a stamp in here that says So Stinkin'. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on my block here. I'm gonna take a piece of washi tape. I'm gonna cover up the word so, which I'm just basically masking it off is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this inked up. And then I'm going to pull off that washi tape. And then I only have the Stinkin' stamp. I think I'm gonna do it right here. How cute. I love it. Okay, so now I need to do the happy birthday. And for that, I'm going to use this awesome stamp set. You can't even see that, I'm sorry. Let me get this happy birthday stamp set, which I love, love, love. And let's see. So I'm gonna stamp out the happy. find with pigment ink also that it works better if you take your ink pad and apply it onto your stamp this way instead of the way I was doing it before where I was putting my stamp into the, because then it doesn't get all over the block, which I don't really like when your block gets all messy. Okay. Now the birthday. Oh, how cute. I love it. Okay, so for this next card, I have taken just a regular Project Life card that came in a Project Life kit, and I just embossed happy birthday on it in gold. So simple, it took me like 2 seconds. I cut a piece of gold polka dot vellum. I took one of the backgrounds that I had already made, and this is gonna just be a quick and easy card assembly. So I'm gonna take a white card base, and I'm going to score it, take my bone folder, and make sure that that edge is nice and creased. Okay. And then literally when you have these cards already done and you have your stamps all lined up or stamped out, this goes so quick and easy. And these stamps from the Sweet Stamp Shop, they're just so versatile. Even the ones with the critters on them, they have so many cute sayings that it just makes it so easy to throw things together like this. So then I'm gonna add my stamped Project Life card to the top. And look how cute that birthday card is. So, so fun. So, again, I have several backgrounds that I've already inked up and some Project Life cards picked out that coordinate. And I wanted to show you one more thing to do with your Sweet Stamp Shops and your Project Life cards, which is to take one like this that says, "This happened." It's just a, you probably have some of Project Life cards like this in your stash somewhere. And then you could take one of our new release stamps, which is the Juggling Act one. And there's this really cute when, who, and where stamp on here. This is the monkey, or not Juggling Act, Monkey Business. That's what this one is, Monkey Business. So fun. So you just take these cute little stamps and you can add some great detail to your Project Life cards. So we can put the where. The who. And the when. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know I packed a lot into it with the distressed backgrounds, using your Sweet Stamps on Project Life cards, and how to kind of do an assembly line of cards by working ahead and pre-stamping some images and having them ready to go. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out our June release that happened yesterday and see what's still available. And if it's not, I'm sure they will be restocked very shortly. So take care, and I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching.